This is Tom Grassi, and this is 30 and 30, and you're watching Illogical Canadian.
Bonjour mes amis, je suis le Logique Canadienne. The 2023 season has come to an end for the NFL, but rest your eyes because playoffs are finally here. They are here to stay and they're here to make you ask questions about every goddamn existence within your life. 14 teams survived the NFL season somehow, and 14 teams are all vying to be that one that makes it to the top of the mountain and win it all, the Lombardi Trophy. But there's a very long and a very lucrative road to get to that point in the first place. How about we start from the picking order, shall we? Well done, Baltimore. The number one seed is all yours, and you get a chance to rest everything going into the playoffs. Plus, you even get the requisite of Mark Andrews coming back from injured reserve. So, hey, at least you got that going for you. So, you guys are going to have an extra chance to rest your starters again. Well, you're going to be really resting everybody, considering the facts. But, Baltimore, let's not forget that you guys had some injury issues to overcome. First, it was Justice Hill. Not Justice Hill. It was, I can never remember his name. J.K. Dobbins, there it is, who had the torn Achilles to end his season. You guys had a few things, including Mark Andrews getting hurt. Lamar Jackson was, I think, hurt for a little bit. But regardless, you guys pulled through, and with it, you powered your asses up to the number one seed. It also helps that a rookie named Keaton Mitchell stepped up to the plate when he did, but he too suffered the fate of the injury bug. It's unfortunate, it really is. But hey, like I said, you made it here. You guys have a chance to rest. But the more anxious part about this whole number one seed thing, which I'll do with San Francisco as well, is the waiting game. You don't know who you're facing, so you have to be ready for literally anything and literally anything. Well, literally everything. All I'm saying, Baltimore, is get ready. Because you guys might be screwed or you guys might be good. Prove it. Prove which one you are. Well, Buffalo, despite a down year for you guys still managed to persevere and you guys still made it to the playoffs. In a thrilling victory over Miami in Week 18, you guys claim yourselves as number two. The bad news is, where the fuck are you guys gonna play? Because you guys got that snowstorm coming up tonight into tomorrow, and maybe even the Sunday, which is gonna hinder your ability at really getting anywhere. Plus, you don't even know if you're gonna be playing at Orchard Park. This game might have to be moved elsewhere. Places talked about were, well, mainly Cleveland. But even then, will the Browns really let you play there? Well, the Browns will have an issue because they're playing in Houston, but still. I mean, the fact that you guys are even having to find a new location is talking numbers. Other than that stuff, you guys, I guess, made it. I mean, you guys rallied behind the Damian Harris incident, unfortunately, which, again, was unfortunate. DeMar Hamlin's return and everything else, it propelled you. But you guys got that one little hiccup you guys got to worry about. Stephon Diggs being pissed off. And with Stephon Diggs being pissed off, brings with it a great amount of uncertainty to the city of Buffalo. Just when you think everything's all good, it all goes to shit. It usually does. But you guys got an easy opponent, or an easier opponent in Pittsburgh, but never sleep on the black and gold. Certainly don't mess with the terrible towel, as Jacksonville found out. But they fucked around and they found out. But Buffalo, good luck. You're gonna need it. Welcome back to the playoffs, Kansas City. It's kind of a shitty road, considering your game starts off against your former wide receiver and negative 30-degree wind chill. I am not even shitting you. Plus, when the National Weather Service is telling you that your fans have to cover everything for the game, you guys are royally fucked. What's even worse is the fact you guys are having to play on Peacock on Saturday night. No one really wants that pleasure, but regardless, you have to live with it. You guys couldn't scar up the number 2 seed, and you guys were really locked in at number 3. And plus, you were a lot better than the fucking AFC South winner, so you actually didn't have to go down to 4, which was better for you, but still. Kansas City, you guys had to face some adversity, mainly around the whole Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce bullshit that basically made everyone hate you for the first few weeks of the season, which really made it insufferable. You had to deal with Pacheco. You had to deal with Mahomes a little bit. Like you had to deal with a whole bunch of shit. And plus, the one thing that you guys really had to overcome this season, Kadarius Toney. No pressure there. It's just a guy that turned into from a somewhat decent receiver to his fucking stone hands. Seriously, I'm surprised you guys are even wanting to keep him around. Regardless, this is your chance to prove everyone that you're worthy of getting back to the Super Bowl. Whether it be this year or not, only time will tell. Plus, you guys have a championship to defend. So, no pressure there. I'm just saying. Wait a minute. You guys made the playoffs? Not Jacksonville? Wait a minute. This wasn't a part of the fucking script? Wait a minute. This shouldn't be fucking... Oh, yeah, it is. Well, look at you. You somehow made it because Jacksonville choked on their own shit. Well done. I don't know how the fuck you guys managed to get here, especially with a rookie quarterback in CJ Stroud. Oh, yeah, it's right because of Nico Collins going off and a few others. That was what really helped you propel yourselves to the top of the AFC South. You won the games you probably shouldn't have, but you also won the games you should have. You didn't lose a whole lot, but you still lost a good bit. Plus, with CJ Stroud getting injured, you losing Tank Dell for the entire season, and running back's name there, Damian Pierce, not really showing up like he used to. Probably because he was injured. But besides his own fault, the Texans made it here somehow, some way. And what's even better, you get a home playoff game against the Browns. Right? Against your old goddamn quarterback. Even though he's injured. But regardless, Houston, I really don't even know what the fuck you guys want me to tell you. I mean, you guys want me to praise you? Fine. CJ Stroud is actually going to do really good, and CJ Stroud's going to do the best he can to try to get you far in the playoffs. But because of a top-heavy AFC, you guys might not even make it past the goddamn divisionals. Try not to blow a 24-0 lead in a goddamn quarter again. Pretty please. Well, look at you, Cleveland. You got your shit together. You guys actually managed to pull off an 11-win season, despite starting 5 different quarterbacks. Let's run them all off, shall we? Deshaun Watson, P.J. Walker, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Joe motherfucking Flacco, and Jeff Driscoll. Seriously, I don't know how the fuck you managed to pull that one out of your proverbial asses, but you did. What's worse is you gotta face Deshaun's old team in Houston for the first game of the wild card. You guys happy yet? No? Well, fuck you, because nobody cares. The fact that we even have to see the Browns in the playoffs again proves that despite all the injuries they faced this year, like such as, again, quarterbacks, Nick Chubb, and a few others, they've powered the fuck through, and Kevin Stefanski should definitely be in consideration for Coach of the Year. I'm dead serious. He is that good. But what amazes me more is Cleveland's perseverance throughout this whole thing. The fact that despite, like I said, an injury-riddled team and every other doubter in the world doubting them, they made it here. They really did make it here, and now they got to prove that they're worthy enough to stay. The only question is, do they have the star power worthy enough to do so? Let's see, Amari Cooper, David Njoku, Jerome Ford. Might not be the best, might not be the most either, but it is going to be very helpful for them. So good luck, Browns. Despite the lack of talent you have, you're going to need it. The number 2 seed was so close, but you shit it away. The number 1 seed was so close. You shit it away. Miami, the squander of opportunity. Come to play for us. Only except people did actually come to play for them, and people figured out, oh shit, maybe this team isn't as good as he thought. Don't get me wrong, they still have the definite star power. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Devon Chan coming to fruition, Raheem Mostert having a goddamn career renaissance, Tua Tagovailoa slinging that fucking ball like it's nothing. You got the defense. Christian Wilkins, oh wait, he's injured. That sucks. Bradley Chubb, he's also hurt. Not really making a case for yourself. Van Ginkel hurt as well. Okay, seriously, who on the defensive side isn't fucking hurt? Seriously, you guys are suffering multiple injuries on the defense while suffering limited on offense. And plus, even the ones on offense are fine now. What the fuck? And like I said with Kansas City, you guys are going to be playing in a negative 30-degree wind chill. So you guys might be fucked as well. Considering your track record in the cold, you guys are fucked. You guys might be a one and done. You should have won that game against Buffalo. Because if you had done so, guess what? You guys would have had to play in a nice, sunny Miami. And you guys definitely damn sure would have had to face the Bills again. And I'm sure Buffalo would have preferred that by now. But alas, they are having a little trouble too. But you do you, Miami. You do you. Wait a minute, you're here too? I wasn't expecting you. I was expecting Indianapolis. Oh, wait, they lost. So, welcome. You made the playoffs. What do you want me to say? You want a fucking cookie? You guys had to go through 3 quarterbacks this year. You guys looked like complete and utter dog shit. The only reason you're at 10 wins is because of Mike Tomlin's senile ass. You have to fire Matt Canada because he had to endure half a season under his goddamn rule. And injuries, I guess. I mean, you looked like yourselves at times. You didn't look like yourselves at times. You played brilliantly against competition, and then you played down to competition. Seriously, you guys are probably the most up and down fucking team in the goddamn AFC to make the playoffs in the first place. The only reason you're here was because Jacksonville shit the bed and because Indianapolis also shit the bed. That's the only reason you're here. Again, like I said with Buffalo, you guys might not even have to play in Buffalo. Rather, you guys might have to play somewhere else, maybe even Pittsburgh, if the league allows it. But here's the thing, though, Pittsburgh. What the fuck do you do? You guys are probably going to be dealing with who's going to be the quarterback for the playoffs, how your injury status is with TJ Watt and a few other guys. So you guys might even be going into these playoffs crippled a little bit. So you guys are trying to limp your way into this, and you expect Steelers faithful to just kind of be like, gosh, shut the ball. Oh, wait, they already are. Forget to understand anything. Move on. San Francisco. You guys made the number 1 seed, and you made the entire conference your bitch. Despite having a 3-game skid earlier in the goddamn season, you guys managed to pull yourselves together. You guys started rattling off wins left, right, and center, even against some teams that you probably shouldn't have. Philadelphia. But in your fairness, Philadelphia was on a decline anyway. But regardless, you made it to the number 1 seed. You guys get to rest. McCaffrey gets more rest. Big cock Brock gets a stretch out his cock a little bit more. McCaffrey gets the rest. Kittle gets the rest. Samuel gets the rest. Ayuk, Jennings. There's a lot of your players that need that rest, especially your defense. You guys have been lucky to avoid the major injury bug this year, which is a good thing. But at the same token, you guys could have done a little better this season. Not exactly a down year, but Brock Purdy did experience his first losses, which as a quarterback, you're going to have to at some point. But the fact that he went this long without losing in a regular season game is impressive and definitely something that should be taken into consideration for the future. Plus, I mean, you guys got Sam Darnold on the bench. Wait, no, that dude's too busy seeing ghosts. But, hey, enjoy your rest. Get yourselves ready because this is not exactly an easy NFC, but it's still kind of easy. Time on Dallas. You guys managed to get to number 2 seed despite everything. Wait, it actually went to plan? Well, okay. So then how come that San Francisco game ended 42-10 and you lost? Or about the time that you torched Washington twice? Well, but that was probably the plan. But, well, you made it. No one doubted you would make it to the playoffs, but you made it. Even through all the goddamn obsessing goddamn Cowboys fangirling, like, the Dallas Cowboys will win the Super Bowl! They'll probably win nothing. Because that's how this script works. But, to your fair knowledge, you guys actually had some pretty good surprises this year. Tony Pollard stepped up as a running back 1, and you had a good running back 2 option in Rico Dowdle. CD's Nuts Lamb continued to be CD's Nuts Lamb and make everyone see his nuts while he torches the defenses and gets touchdowns. DaRon Bland was a very strong surprise on the defense, breaking the NFL single-season record for most pick sixes. Well done. Trayvon Diggs, though, was a massive blow to the team, but like I said, DaRon Bland was there to fill that hole. So again, well done to you, Dallas. But the one question I have is, can you guys actually not lose in humiliating fashion again? I'm just saying. Because the shit is kind of getting old and the memes are starting to get stale. You guys have to make a decision here. And plus, Jerry Jones may look for Bill Belichick if Mike McCarthy doesn't get shit done. So his ass is kind of on a hot seat. Your call, Jerry World. Well, holy shit, what a surprise. The Detroit Lions, NFC North champions. Look at you. You actually did very goddamn well this season, and you guys should be proud of yourselves. Seriously, you really should. Despite some games where you looked very questionable, Baltimore and Chicago twice, you guys actually managed to get your shit together, and you won the NFC North. The first time you've won that division, and the first division you've won in 30 years. You guys, again, should be very proud of yourselves. But don't think this is the end of the road. Don't get too complacent now, because there's still a very long road ahead. You guys are going to really need the help, especially with your old man, with your old hen honcho coming back to town, Matt Stafford. But don't worry, Jared Goff's faced off against his old team too. So for both of them, it's going to be one massive hey, I missed you type of thing. But like I said, don't get too complacent. You guys have actually done very well this year. Jahmyr Gibbs being a very massive surprise as a rookie. David Montgomery showing why he's still relevant. Amon-Ra St. Brown proving that he's a fucking viable and reliable receiver. As well as a few other guys, especially Sam Laporta, the one tight end that nobody expected to do well in Detroit, actually blossomed, and he blossomed very fucking well. Hell, Jared Goff was a surprise considering he had a career renaissance out there. Detroit, just do me one favor. At least make it to the NFC Championship game. That's all I ask for. Let's see. Looking at my lists here. Oh, yeah, the NFC South winner. Oh, it's you. You made it back. Really, Tampa Bay? You expected me to be impressed? All right. Let's get your session over with. You guys sucked, but you did enough. Baker Mayfield was a surprise to see actually do well. I won't lie to you, he was actually doing pretty good. Despite him having a lot of off games, he did enough to get this team to where it needed to be. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, same old shit. Nothing really surprising there. Rashad White, oh, well, hello to you, sir. I wasn't expecting to see you out of anywhere. And who's your tight end? Oh, yeah, Cade Otton, the guy who was good and bad. You might need to work on him a little more on Tampa Bay, I'm just saying. But, hey, you guys look all right. I mean, might not save you from getting killed in the fucking playoffs, but, I mean, you are going up against a little bit of a weakened up Philadelphia. But, I mean, you're here, aren't you? You're walking. You have 2 functioning legs. You have 2 functioning arms. You have a body. You have a head. You made it. I mean, I don't know what else to say, considering you guys really shouldn't even be here, but you made it. And that's all that matters, I guess. It's a damn shame to see you at the 5th seed Philadelphia, but you guys had some issues coming into the playoffs. I mean, the start, you might not have A.J. Brown for the goddamn wild card game because he's injured. You might have Devonta Smith and Jalen Hurts back, but we'll see. DeAndre Swift is all but assured to come back because he only had to do with an illness and was out week 18. Which, speaking of which, didn't you guys get your ass kicked by the Giants? How the fuck do you do that? I'm just saying. Also, let's talk about how you guys did this. Oh my god. What did you guys imitate the fucking 2020 Pittsburgh Steelers? Because you guys looked good in the start of the season, and then towards the end, you guys looked like complete another dog piss. What the fuck happened with you this season? No, seriously, I want to know what the fuck happened with you this season. Because you guys don't look so hot right now. In fact, you look like someone that could potentially be a one and done if you're not careful. Keyword, if. And from what I'm hearing, Nick Sirianni's ass is on a hot seat. And it ain't looking good for you right now, Eagles. I'm just saying. The beer's gone flat, and you guys are kind of in a state of panic. You don't win this, then the whole goddamn organization might think about a blow-up. And right now, that's not the goddamn thing you want to think about. I'm just saying, you guys have time to figure shit out, but time's a fucking ticking. Tick-tock, motherfucker. You gotta figure out what the fuck you're doing and how you guys are gonna do it. Because this could be very well the dawn of the final day. Figure it out. Despite a shitty start to the season, you guys managed to pick yourselves up and get yourselves going. After the blunder what was your Super Bowl defending season, I mean, you guys made it back. I don't know what more you want me to say. Let's see, Cam Maker. Oh, wait, you shipped them off. So who's your new running back, LA? Mr. Cameron Williams? Never heard of him. Let's check him out there. Oh, my God, he's good. Yeah, so you guys might have struck gold with him. Let's see, in the fourth or fifth round, I'm not sure which one it was. The LA Rams select Puka Nakua. Wide receiver, I don't remember the call. I think it was UCLA. Okay, so you got this guy. Are you going to use him? So it turned out that he was pretty good. So good, in fact, I think he broke the single season record for most receiving yards by a rookie. Well done. Well done, Puka. I mean, you definitely deserve probable honors for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Pending that everything goes to plan for the Rams. I mean, what's better is Matt Stafford's going home to Detroit to face off against his old team in the venue he once called his own. It's going to be a very emotional welcome back for Matthew Stafford, but the Rams are also going to be saying hi to an old friend of theirs, Jared Goff, the team that led them to the Super Bowl Actually, no, never mind. It led them to a Super Bowl appearance against the New England Patriots a few years ago, and was just there for a good portion of his career. I mean, Rams, you guys have it, but let's just hope you guys are sustainable. Let's just hope. How the fuck did you make it here? Seriously, you guys look dead at the start of the season, but apparently just a little love fixes everything, huh? You made it. I don't know how the fuck you made it, but you made it. Like I said, Jordan Love, a man that was on a mission to prove himself worthy. Apparently he did. And I know Packers fans love to shit on Joe Barry, but just for a second, Joe Barry could have done worse. He's most certainly could have done worse, considering that the defense had to bail out the Packers a couple times. I mean, for what it is, he's not overly terrible, but he's still bad. For the offense, they just suffered injury after 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 injury. Doesn't look good, but you're limping your way into the playoffs. You have to play Dallas in what might be your only playoff game this season. Just saying, it doesn't look good for you. Other than that, the only thing you can really do right now is pray to God, because that's probably going to be your only chance of, surviving the playoffs. Because right now, it's not looking very likely. The only thing that you can really do, other than that, try your best. Because trying your best is enough. Well, that was a fun little recap. But how do we get into who I think will make the Super Bowl? I think it's kind of obvious here. So, who do I think makes the Super Bowl? Let's go round by round. Between Dallas and Green Bay, I really don't have any option in Dallas. On paper, they're the more stronger team and they're the more stable team. The Packers just really don't have it in them right now, but maybe soon. Between Detroit and Los Angeles, like I said, it can go any way, but my pick is going to be the Detroit Lions. I like the Lions' chances. They have a good team, but it's going to be a nail biter between those two. So this matchup can really go at anyone's notice. Same thing kind of really for Tampa Bay, Philadelphia, but just not in a good way. But in the end, I'm going to say Philadelphia prevails. So the playoff matchups will be like this. But, switch around a little bit. It'll be San Fran versus Philly, Dallas versus Detroit. And the AFC side of things, let's look at it. The Bills and Steelers, I merely trust the Bills more, but don't rule out Pittsburgh, because they could pull a win out of their ass, whether you like it or not. For Kansas City and Miami, I kind of explained this earlier. Miami does not do good in cold weather, and it's going to be stupidly cold. Kansas City is going to take this game and feel pretty good. For Cleveland versus Houston, this is a toss-up, but my money's on the upset here. Give me the Houston Texans, so I'll just switch this around. So we have the rematch between Kansas City versus Buffalo, and we have Baltimore taking on Houston. For the divisional round for both teams, San Fran and Detroit. On the NFC, for the AFC, Baltimore versus Buffalo. And then for the Super Bowl, honestly, I like my chances of calling this San Francisco versus Buffalo. That's just the Super Bowl that I'm feeling right now. And honestly, that's really what I'm feeling. But with that being said, that will do it for the Amateur's Guide. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. If you haven't done so already, subscribe and join the Logical Nation. Until next time, je suis le Logique Canadien. Bonne nuit et au revoir.